feel like night, it's afternoon. Today, we are going to be continuing with our series from our study of the chakras. So I'm actually going to pull up a little bit of music. Where did I put it? Here we are. So I'm going to start these tones. And as I take us through the first few minutes, maybe this will come through. Hopefully you can hear it a little bit in the background. We're listening to some healing, very soothing healing music that is, it's listed as this is 528 hertz. So the 528 hertz tone is the frequency of Chakra 3. So I wanted to kind of have that accompanying our first few minutes here. Chakra 3, moving up from the body, just to recap, Chakra 1, the root chakra, Muladhara, is our grounding chakra connecting us to the earth. Chakra 2 is Svadhisthana, which is the second band of energy right here between the navel and the seat. So that is our energy that surrounds the reproductive organs, the creative juices, if you will, and it's meant to, the energy is meant to represent the flow of energy and the allowing of things to let go and to go with the flow. And so it's a very fluid type of thought process and mentality in that Chakra 2 region. Chakra 3 is just above, so it starts from the navel and goes to the breastbone. So it's this band, excuse me, I need some water, excuse me. It's this band in the body that is right here at the solar plexus. So the mid part of the core of the body. And as you might imagine, this is what's associated with our core power, our passions, our fiery energy inside. So the color associated with Chakra 3 is yellow. Easy to remember, the color of the sun, the color of fire. And so this is the area of the body where the lower chakras, or the more earthly, the more tangible energies, begin to connect with the more ethereal energies. So the heart and on up into the crown chakra, it gets a little bit less physical and more spiritual. So this area in the center, Chakra 3, is where these two really meet, these two ideas, if you will, really meet. And there's a transformation that takes place. There is the idea that we're melding and we're transforming the energy that's in the center of the body. And when you think about the digestive organs are in this region. So when we take in food, when we take in solid matter, and liquids, of course, too. But when we take in food, we are, the body is then changing that into something else. And so, likewise, this is the area of the body where we consider our ability to put forth more power, to become more proactive. So it's where we feel our confidence. It's where we really put ourselves forth and just begin to assert ourselves. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. So as we move through our practice tonight, we're going to relate that to our practice flow by, of course, tapping into some core power. So we're going to be doing a lot of core work. We're also going to be doing some twists, which are designed to cleanse and to stimulate this part of the body. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and take a seat. You probably already are there. Settle down in your seat, and as we listen to these tones, start to find your breath. Let your eyes drop down, gaze dropping to the floor or closing them all together. Feel the breath moving into the body and draw it down into this center region. And as you do, feel the change that occurs when the breath moves in and it's a cooling flow as it comes through the nose, and then as it comes down into the center of your body, it becomes something warmer. There is an exchange of heat and energy that you are producing. And then as you let that air back out, with the exhale, you feel the warmth flowing back out. So just take a few breaths here, and I'd like you to just mindfully feel the change in temperature from the cooling air as it's pulled in. And then imagine the heat exchange that happens and allow the out breath to move out and feel the warmth and the transformation. It is said that there is a flame inside each of us. This flame in the ancient yogic tradition, the ancient Sanskrit, is known as Agni. And as we bring energy or prana into the center of the body, we are igniting Agni. And that is giving us power and confidence and the ability to move forward and tackle new challenges and to take on life in whatever way is needed. So let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath, I'm going to offer an affirmation for our practice tonight. And that is, with each breath in, I ignite the fire within. With each breath, I ignite the fire and passion within. Finish up one more breath here. And then begin to open your eyes. Bring your gaze forward. Sit up nice and tall, and then we're just going to start to do what's sometimes called stirring the pot. So making some circles from the waist. I really want you to be mindful of the circular motion of the energy, the spiraling energy of Chakra 3, Manipura. And see if you can mimic that spiraling vortex of energy as you move your body, rotating around. Become in sync with this rotation using your breath, breathing in, igniting the fire inside. And the next time you come forward, let's change the direction, stir the other way. just like when you're stirring a recipe or stirring something in the kitchen, we are transforming ourselves through this practice. We are tapping into Manipura. One more time around. And then come on back up to the top and sit back up nice and tall. All right, so no Chakra 3 practice would be complete without at least experimenting or demonstrating what's called breath of fire. So we are dealing with fire today, fire, the element of Chakra 3. And the breath of fire is one that is designed to really pump up your energy. So this is something you can do if you're feeling sort of languished, if you're feeling sort of logy in the afternoons, or you just need a little pump. This breath is designed to really stimulate the system that makes you feel alive and awake. So I'm going to demonstrate it once, and then we can do it several times together. So the way this works is that we bring a deep breath in and deep down into the belly, through the nose, and then we're going to let it out by pumping. I'll turn this way, pumping the belly out. So you're going to engage the core. You're going to pump, push, 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 and you're going to pump out the exhale through the mouth. So I'll do that once for you, and then we can do it together. So it goes like this. So there's all these little tiny puffs. As you're puffing out, you're attempting to draw in a really deep breath and then let it out in those short bursts. And if this makes you feel short of breath or in any way dizzy, then just slow it down or just take a regular breath. It's not for everyone, so we're just going to do it a few times together so you get the hang of it, and so you're at least exposed to breath of fire. All right, so let's try it. Ready? Inhaling. One more time. Take a natural breath. And then just let yourself relax. Close your eyes for a minute. And see if you don't feel a little overall stimulation around your body, maybe even a little heat. You can see that if you did this many, many, many times in a row, you would really set that temperature going and allow the fire to burn. So let's come back up to the top. And then we're just going to go ahead and take one little twist. What I want us to do is change the direction of the crisscross of your legs. If you're in Sukhasana, since we've been sitting here quite a long time, let's inhale the arms up, reach them overhead. And then take a twist to the left. Right hand comes to the left knee, left hand comes behind the body. Remember spiraling your twist from the belly and then letting it roll up through the spine to the neck and beyond. Take one more breath here, deepening your twist on the exhale. And then inhale, come back to the center. Let's bring your arms up one more time, reach them. This time turning to the right. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand comes behind. Feel this twist emanating from the belly on up. One more deep breath. Stay here and perhaps deepen your twist. And inhale and come back to center. All right, we're going to come to hands and knees. coming up to tabletop position. Like I said, we're going to do a little bit of core work today. Core power. The core center is our power center. It's associated with the solar plexus, chakra 3. So we're going to press down through the palms, but immediately activate the abs, activate the front part of the body, and feel that activation roll around to the back body so that you've got that support through the lumbar spine. Take a breath in. Exhale. Next breath in, go ahead and drop it down to a cow tilt, letting the belly drop down toward the earth. Heart is reaching forward. Then exhale, take it up into cat stretch. Again, inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Again to cow. And exhale to cat. Take that 2 more times on your own breath, on your own rhythm. And then come back to the center. Once you're back in tabletop position, keep activating through the mid-body. Right arm is going to reach forward, left leg is going to reach back, and then you lift that foot up so it's the same height as your hips. You probably know where we're going. We're going to do some bird dog. So we're going to inhale on this extension, and then we'll exhale, make your hand into a fist, and then bring your knee deeply into your chest. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Keep that going 2 more times. Use your breath. 1 more time, crunch it in. Bring the right hand down, bring the left knee down, and press it back to child's pose. Relax and release your arms. Soften through the shoulders. Take a breath in, child. Inhale and come on back up to tabletop position. Bring your steadiness back to the core. Left arm is going to reach forward, right foot back, and then lift that foot up. Find your extension here. Activate your core center. Inhale deeply, and then exhale, fist and knee come into the belly. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. Keep it going. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time through. And in. Bring the left hand down, right knee down, and once again, release the tension on the arms and shoulders. Take it down to child. Each breath tonight, I ignite the fire within, Manipura, the energy of our solar center. And we'll bring those hands forward once again. Come right back up to hands and knees position. Coming into our nice strong table again, this time bring those toes underneath, so curl the toes under. Press down, power down through the palms. Start to feel the energy lifting up through your arms, and then lift your knees up off the mat just an inch or so, hovering above the mat. Keep pressing down, pushing the earth away from your body as you're lifting up through the navel center. Keep breathing, just hovering. These little tabletop hovers can be a little challenging, but they are great practice for the core. One more breath if you can. Exhale, bring those knees down, and we're going to take it back to child one more time, releasing and relaxing the arms and shoulders. I know that can be a little pressurizing on the wrists, so I like to give you a little break there. Make sure the wrists are happy. And then we'll keep going. So bring it back up, tabletop position. This time we're going to curl the toes, and just as before, lift the knees up, but we're going to take it up and all the way back to downward facing dog. So stretching and reaching those hips high and pushing them to the back of the mat. Lifting them way up. Knees can be soft. Legs can be a little bit bent, but your hips are still rising high. Relax your neck. Deep breath in. Exhale. This time, inhale, we're going to roll forward to a plank position. Take one breath here. Exhale. Inhale once again. And this time, drop your knees down. Let the belly roll down to the mat, coming all the way down. And then inhaling, pressing back up and lifting up to a cobra. You can lift up high, you can come midway, you can make it a baby cobra. Just feeling yourself lifting it a little arch in the upper spine. Exhale, let it come back down again. Inhale, press back up to plank position, and then back to downward facing dog. One full breath here. Exhale, igniting the fire within. Inhale, we're going to walk, step, or you could even jump up to the front of the mat, coming to forward fold. And forward fold, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, let your head drop down. Again, knees can be soft. Overextend through those legs if you haven't stretched them out. Just relax in forward fold position. And then we're going to go ahead and lift all the way up. So slowly rise to the top. Reach your arms overhead. A nice full body stretch, fingers rising high, energy emanating from the center out through the limbs. One more breath in, and then as you exhale, we're going to bend the knees and sit down in chair pose, Utkatasana. In our chair pose, you're going to feel the energy between your thighs reaching toward each other. So we've practiced this before, where we've put a block in between the thighs. I want you to pretend that there's a block there and squeeze in, lengthen through your spine. See if you can relax your shoulders a little bit so that your neck isn't getting crunched. Keep pulling the navel in like it's reaching back towards your spine. One more breath, you've got this. And then go ahead and bring the hands down, forward fold, and release. From our forward folding position, we're going to bring the feet a little bit wider than hip distance. You're going to bend your left knee and take your left hand around to the right ankle. Your right hand is going to come to your waist. Then turn your belly to the right. Shift the navel so that it's facing the right side of your mat. Allow the twist to come all the way up through the heart. And as you've reached the full extent of your spiral, then you can reach your right finger straight up toward the ceiling. Deep breath here. One more. See if you can open that twist a little bit more. Maybe it's starting to open up. And then exhale, bring the right hand down, forward fold. Slide your hands halfway up, just below your knees. Reach the crown of the head forward. Bring the weight of the body slightly onto the balls of your feet and lift in through the lower abs. Exhale and fold down once again. Bend your right knee and then take the right hand over to the left ankle. Left hand on your waist. Spiral the belly to the left, starting to make the turn from the lower part of your torso. Coming up toward the heart. When you've reached what you feel like is the edge of your twist, you can lift those left fingers up. Deep breath in as the fingers reach toward the sky. You can look down, you can look to the side, make your neck comfortable wherever you are in your twist. And then let the left hand come back down and forward fold. This time we're going to come all the way back up. Reach your arms overhead once again. And bring your hands down by your side. Reposition your feet so they are back to hip distance apart, so a little closer together than they were just a moment ago. All right, so from this position, we're going to move into a balanced position with both feet on the floor. So all we're going to do is lift those heels up. As we do, feel yourself steady through the core center. This is where we find our balance, is right in this center section. Everything else emanates from it. So lifting the heels up. If you feel yourself unsteady, I want you to mindfully adjust by using the power of the core. See if you can lift your arms up, reaching your fingers up toward the sky. Breathing, holding steady and strong. All right. What we're going to go from here is we're going to start to bend the knees. Keep the heels up if you can. It's a little challenge. Bringing the arms forward, bending the knees down. We're starting to fold forward with the heels up. Bringing the hands all the way down and then reaching them back behind you like we're in the diver's pose, or what's called drinking bird. Now those hands are reaching behind you. You're still bringing everything into that core center. Almost a little clenching action, a little power. One more breath. And then see if you can stand all the way back up. If you got to drop those heels, it's okay. Just try it again. This is just what we try to add a little challenge. And as you rise to the top, we can let those heels come back down. Let your hands come down. Take a breath or two in mountain pose. Steadying yourself. Feeling the strength now of Chakra 1 and that rooted position with the feet firmly attached. Big difference, right? With the heels up and down. Inhale. Exhale. And let's keep on flowing. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, and fold forward. From this forward fold, we're going to step back into plank once again. So walk the feet backwards and set yourself up into a nice strong plank position. Now in plank, just as in tabletop, my wrists, elbows, and shoulders should be in alignment. So we want to make sure that we're establishing the flow of energy directly up from the hands and wrists instead of back here like we would be in a dog. Lift up through the navel. And then we're going to take the right foot forward halfway up the mat. So it's going to be, foot or two behind my right hand. And then we're going to just shift the weight to the left palm. Turn your body to the right. So now my right foot is my kickstand and we come into a supported side plank. I'm resting on the outside of my left foot. So the narrow knife edge of the foot. Lift up through the ribs. Don't let yourself sink down. Nice and strong. With each breath, ignite the fire within. Bring that right hand down, slide the right foot back, take it to downward facing dog. Inhale, bring the knees down. Exhale, take it to extended child. One full breath here. Exhale. Back up to hands and knees. Lift those knees up, and you're right back in plank position once again. So establish your strong, steady plank. And then from here, we're going to go back into the side plank, bringing the left foot about halfway up the mat. And then simply shifting the weight into the right palm, rolling to the outside of the right foot, and then spin your heart open. Lift the left hand up. Beautiful, strong, supported side plank. Strong and steady, fire burning in that core. Beautiful band of yellow light wrapping around your body in this practice. Bring that left hand back down, slide the left foot back, take it to downward facing dog, stretching those hips way up to the ceiling. And then exhale, take it to your resting pose. Let's take it to full child, bringing the hands all the way back behind us. This time we'll take 3 breaths here. Remembering that every practice is all about balance. So even though we're activating this fiery center, we want to make sure that we stay calm and steady. One more breath. Right, really nice. Come back up to all fours position. And tabletop position, we're going to bring the right foot between the front hands. Lift up the left knee and come into a low runner's lunge. Lengthen through your spine. I want you to really feel your power coming into the core. Feel it into the pelvic area, the glutes, the lower abs. And then we'll lift up. We're going to go from low lunge to high lunge, lifting all the way up. Left leg behind me is nice and strong, powering into that left thigh. Nice deep breath. Open your heart. One more, holding it here if you can. And then we're going to take a giant step forward to the front of the mat and lift the arms up. We'll be right into chair pose, knees bent, sitting down into our power chair. Utkatasana, sometimes called fierce pose, and if you hold it for any length of time, you know why. Bring your hands to your heart. Keep your chair pose going. Take your right elbow and bring it over to your left thigh, taking a little twist in chair. So twisting that belly. Inhale, bring it back to center. Bring your hands down and forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Step back with your left foot and bring it right into warrior one. So this time the left foot is all the way down. Hands are going to come out to the side and then behind your body. Interlace the fingers. Lift your heart. Squeeze your shoulder blades together in the back. Take a little bit of an angle forward. We're not going to come all the way down into humble. We're just going to ease forward on the diagonal. And then inhale it back up. Release the hands and bring them overhead. Moving from warrior one, shift your hips to open to the left and come into warrior two. Take a breath here, warrior two. And then pivot on the feet, come to 5-point star. Hands come to your waist and forward fold. Coming all the way down. And then walking the hands around to the front of the mat, find yourself back in low lunge position. Bring your left foot forward, forward fold. From forward fold, we're gonna sit down. So you're gonna let your knees bend and you're just gonna bring yourself down. If you can, do it without holding onto the mat, using your core to steady you as you sit. Your legs are then gonna come up in front. Right leg is gonna reach up. Take the hand behind your right thigh. Bring your left foot up, coming to boat pose or Navasana. Lifting up nice and straight through the back. Roll your shoulders behind. Power coming from your center. Hold yourself steady. Deep breath. It's okay if you're a little shaky. Sometimes that happens to me too. And then let your feet come down in front. We're going to open the knees out to the side and fold forward in Baddha Konasana. So just let your chest fall down, bring your hands down to your feet. Breathe and just stretch through your lower back. That usually feels very good after Navasana. One more breath. Back up. Bring your knees back up to center. Position your feet at the front of your mat. We're going to stand back up. If you need to push up from the mat, you can. If you can bring yourself forward, just use your core strength to lift yourself up without any hands. Then you can aim that direction and we'll come to forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale and fold forward. Step back with the right foot this time, coming into low runner's lunge. As before, we're going to move from low lunge to high lunge. So think about your energy, concentrating itself in the center of your body, pressing yourself down through the feet, lifting up, high lunge, high crescent. Steady and strong, balancing on the right foot. Deep breath here, one more if you can. And then we're going to step forward and step back into chair again. So step forward and sit down into chair. So we're going right from that step forward into chair. From chair pose, bring your hands to your heart. This time you're going to direct your left elbow over towards your right thigh. Take a little twist in your chair. All right, bring it back to center. Straighten your knees, lift all the way up. Exhale and forward fold. From forward fold, lift yourself all the way back up. And your right foot is going to step back, this time to Warrior One. So right into Warrior One, facing forward. Deep breath in, exhale, release your hands down, connect them behind you. Squeeze, push your palms down and lift your heart up. Deep breath in, each breath ignites the fire within. Hands, bring them back up and overhead. And then from Warrior One, we're going to move into Warrior Two. So shift your feet slightly, open your hips to the right side of your mat, and we'll be right in Warrior Two. Very nice. From Warrior Two, pivot on your front foot, come to star position, hands to waist, and then slowly forward fold. Holding everything steady in the center. Let your head drop down. Inhale, come right back up. All the way to the top. Open those arms again. Turn your left foot forward. Step to the front of the mat. rise to the top on your inhale. Exhale and fold. Once again, we're going to lower down and move through that boat sequence. So let your booty start to fall down. See how slowly and controlled you can make this sit. Letting it come all the way down. Challenge yourself. See if you can sit without the help of your hands. And then we'll let the left leg come up. The right leg. You can bring your hands behind your thighs to give yourself some support. You can always try the extra challenge of letting go and bringing the hands forward. Takes a little more activation. These are all good challenges to try. You can always bring them back. A little shaky on my end. How about you? All right, tap those feet down in front. Let your knees open wide and take it to bound angle once again, stretching the lower back forward. Feels like a resting pose after boat, doesn't it? 3 breaths here. Bring it back up. Bring your knees together, and we're going to try to stand up once again, bringing the feet up underneath. See if you can slowly shift your weight forward. You can do it without rocking or momentum, extra points there. Slowly start to lift the booty back up. We're going to be in forward fold, and then lift all the way back up. Reach to the stars. Exhale, hands by your side. Take a breath in mountain. Inhaling. Exhaling. Step back with the left foot. Pivot on your feet. And once again, come to 5-point star. Inhale, bring your arms up and connect your palms. Exhale, slowly fold forward, controlling. Hands are going to sweep the mat, and then inhale, they're going to sweep right back up and bring them to the top. Exhale, folding forward, nice and controlled. Hands reach down, sweep and graze the mat. Inhale, they're going to sweep back up. One more time. Exhale, fold it down. Feather your hands down to the mat. Sweep them back up. Turn your left toes toward the back of the mat and step to the back. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. You're now facing the back of the mat. Inhale, lift yourself up. Exhale, one more time. Come into your chair pose. Chair pose here, we can take a variation if you're feeling like you want to try this. You can try a one-legged chair. So bring one leg up, I'll say your right leg. If you want to try to cross it over your left thigh, still sitting in your chair, take some balance, take some strength. You don't have to take the option if you'd rather not. One more breath. Inhale, bring the leg down if you have it up. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms back up again. Step your left foot back and turn and come back to star, now facing the opposite side. Keep the arms flowing up, connect your palms. Exhale with a flat back, hinge forward. Raise your fingers down. Inhale, lift them back up. Exhale, flat back. The key here is control. We're not doing this just to flop down. We're using that core to really move intentionally and steadily. One more time. Fold forward. Inhale, lift it back up. Very nice. Bring your arms back out. Turn the left toes toward the front. Step toward the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and fold. And inhale, one more chair pose to finish out the practice. Sit down into your chair. Steady yourself. Push that navel toward the spine. Feel nice and strong. And if you want to try the option once again of lifting the other leg up, crossing the ankle over the thigh, keeping that chair seat. Each breath, I ignite the fire within. All right. Go ahead and bring the leg down if you had it up. Inhale one more time all the way up and exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet gently back to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep stretch. And we'll let those knees come down and take it to child. 3 breaths here. Calming and quieting. Generated, certainly igniting Agni tonight, right? Igniting that flame. As you're ready, come on up to all fours. Bring your legs around. And we get to roll all the way down. You guys worked hard tonight. Allow ourselves to come back down on the mat. Let your belly drop down, bend your knees, just bring your feet to the mat. Take a breath here as you ground yourself and feel the release. And then go ahead and scoot your hips over to the right side, just an inch or 2, and let your knees drop over to the left. So we're going to stack the knees and stack the legs on top of each other. Bring your arms out into a T off the shoulder. So just a simple supine twist. Relax your right shoulder down. Allow your breath to come back to its normal pace, and if it feels appropriate, you can turn your right ear toward its shoulder. So we're getting that full spiraling effect from the lower lumbar spine all the way up into the cervical and the head and neck. Hard. That was a very vigorous practice. Begin to settle down just a little bit. Still there though. There's still heat. This is where you pull your inner strength from. This is the reserve that we all have in place when it's needed. Back up to center so you're facing the ceiling. Slowly bring both knees back up to this center. Scoot your hips to the middle of the mat and then just over 2 or 3 inches to the left. This just helps. It helps with the turning of the spine, so we give it a little bit more room. Let your knees and your stacked legs fall over to the right. Your left shoulder is just relaxed and down. And if you want to turn your neck, you can let your left ear drop down toward its shoulder. You can always make any adjustments needed. But if you feel tightness arise, allow the warmth of your breath to soothe those tight areas and coax them to relax and release. Head back to center, gently guide your knees back up to the top. Straighten out your spine so you're laying flat in the middle of the mat. And let's just extend all the way down, coming into a nice neutral corpse pose position. I'm going to suggest that you place one hand near your breastbone, other hand just slightly below it, maybe overlapping a little bit, so that you're really mindfully connecting through the sense of touch from the area of the body, from the navel up to the breastbone itself. So just let the light touch of your hands be a reminder of the area of the body that we're targeting tonight. Relax everything else down. And as you are relaxing, I'm going to read you a little bit about Manipura. As we put together matter and movement, we find that they create a third state, energy. If we rub two sticks together, we eventually get a spark that can ignite a fire. In the physical world, we call this combustion. In the body, it relates to metabolism. Psychologically, it relates to the spark of enthusiasm that ignites power and will. This is our third chakra. Its purpose is transformation. Just as fire transforms matter to heat and light, the third chakra transforms the passive elements of the earth and water into dynamic energy and power. Earth and water are passive. They flow downward and are subject to gravity. They follow the path of least resistance. Fire, by contrast, moves upward, destroying form, and it takes the raw energy of matter to a new dimension of heat and light. If we are to rise upward through all 7 chakras, it is the fire of our will that propels this movement. It is through our will that we liberate ourselves from fixed patterns and create new behavior. It is our will that steers us away from the path of least resistance. Maybe it's an addictive habit or the expectation of others. It's through our will that we take actions that are difficult and challenging, moving towards something new. as we take these actions, we ourselves begin to transform. As you relax tonight in Shavasana, breathe into this transformative state of being. Breathe into your center of power and will, and tap into the great reserves of inner strength that you hold inside. And now begin to draw a little deeper breath into your body. Once again, feeling the warmth as it releases back out. Take your time and begin to move fingers and toes. Circling wrists, ankles. Maybe bending your knees and drawing them up to the mat. Or hugging your knees into your chest. Feeling the warmth of your own embrace as you hug those knees in. To roll to one side or another, coming all the way back up as you are ready. And then together, let's lift our arms up, reach into this wonderful space we've created, this beautiful space of passion and will and inner strength. Connect that to the heart center. The light in me is honored and grateful for the light within you all. Thank you so much for practicing with me this evening. Om Shanti and Namaste.